Hello, friends. Today I'd like to talk about something that refers to or can refer to any type of a working relationship where you have a superior and a subordinate, assistant maintenance and a maintenance supervisor, or whatever you have, and problems that can happen out of that. I've been in the industry for 35, almost 40 years, and I've seen where, especially on the maintenance side and uh, where a maintenance supervisor will become friends and not really enforce his team to do the things that they should be doing. And the assistant or whatever position can sit there and take that to their advantage, meaning that maybe they don't have to go and do the work that they don't really want to do, or the dirty work or whatever, because the supervisor will go in and take care of it. This is the deal. You are a supervisor or a manager of your team, and yes, you can become friends with them, but you have to be able to separate that from work. And not all people can do that. I've seen a lot of situations where people fail because they won't push their assistants to do the work that they need to get done, and it's not a very good thing. We go to work, we've got to do a job. Everybody wants to enjoy their job. Everybody wants to feel like they accomplish things at the end of the day, and that is all very important to the majority of us. We want to go home that evening feeling like we did something that day, and like things were really good. The problem is that uh, I had in the past, I had a maintenance supervisor that was a very good maintenance supervisor. And every time I'd go out to the site, I would say, "Hey, man, it seems like he's always hanging around you, or he's always doing this, he's always doing that." And my maintenance supervisor's job was absolutely amazing, but I could tell that he was hiding the fact that he wasn't pushing his assistant enough, or whatsoever. And so this went on, and I would bring it up and say, it seems like you guys are too close, blah blah blah, and just go in one ear and out the other ear. And so I got to the point to where he actually turned in his notice. The supervisor did, and it was very bad. I basically I wouldn't take his notice and told him that I wouldn't let him leave failing. But I did push the fact that we had to get the other employee off of the property, uh, because I knew that he was taking advantage of that friendship that he had with the supervisor. But it wasn't long at all until all of a sudden the supervisors turned around and things started going great. Things started going good. Uh, but he didn't see the situation that he was in because he was in it, where I seen it and I was outside of the box. And so that's always something to look at. I had another example where uh, maintenance. We had a maintenance supervisor. He had a housekeeper that was awesome. Um, she was very good. She was very small individual, as far as like weight goes, and very thin and almost kind of fragile in some way. And she decided that she wanted to be the porter. And my guy went in, and he tried to help her out, and he tried to take over that position for her, to get her that position. Well, there was no way that the this lady could do some of the stuff that had to be done. I mean, it was just physically impossible. I mean, she probably weighed 95 pounds soaking wet, and a lot of the work included like pressure washing breezeways and balconies, and carrying big heavy backpack blowers, and different things. And sure enough, her job was looking like it was getting done, but then his job looked like he was failing. And it was a bad deal. I wish I would have never let it start or take place. Uh, sometimes the people that you like, you'll do more for them, and you'll try to get them in a position that they probably shouldn't be in. And all you're doing is setting them up to fail. And nobody wants to fail. So, everybody's got a job. Everybody needs to do it. In the apartment industry, I was a firm believer that I never let my housekeeper work in an apartment with anybody else. I never let my make ready guy be in the same unit as the housekeeper. Nowadays there's even more reason for that. But back in those days, it was simply because I knew that if two people was in the unit, You always hear that they can get it done faster. No, they can't. If you go in and a make ready guy does his job, gets out, and then a housekeeper comes in and does her job, they're going to get it done quicker that way than if they're both in the apartment. For one, they're just going to get in each other's way of what they're trying to do. Nowadays you really don't want that to happen because you have to worry about harassment and items like that. And so, that's something that you definitely wanted to prevent happening, is to have two employees, in the same apartment working when you can prevent it. So live the dream, look out for your employees, look out for yourself, make sure everybody's doing their job and everybody's working equally as hard, and your property will be successful or your management side will be successful. Live the dream.